council meetings are long and boring. Wouldn't it be great if they were short and unboring? This is why I've invented the 5. Make it 5, right? Just 5 5-minute meetings. That's right. Well, maybe a little bit longer. It's Ashland City Council meeting of December 16th. Starts out with the mayor thing. She was the first Presbyterian church celebrated 150 years, and the Ashland Springs Hotel celebrated 100 years, and maybe the OSF was the third one, celebrated 90-year anniversaries, and that proves something. And then Sunday, I participated in the Ukraine's for text fundraiser for our sister city, and we framed the flag I got from Ukraine during my sister city trip there, and here it is. Polite applause, there you go. And then the consent agenda, that was all approved. And then the public forum. A newsboy cap guy said, I think about all the money you're spending. And the 5G guy says, I'm still furious about this technicality from the budget 6 months ago. And then Santa Beard guy said, why are we spraying glyphosate in a bee and tree city? And then Pigtail Homeless Advocate said, the night lawn rules need to adapt to cold and rain. Lady in a poncho said, I've done calculations, and we should invest in housing for the homeless. And then a knit cap lady said, council is failing the community. Mostly, I hate glyphosate. And hoodie sweater guy said, I'm a beekeeper, so pollinators are important, right, to the city, but glyphosate destroys pollinators. And then a burgundy sweater, actually much more of a wine color sweater lady. She says, cities have banned glyphosate around, so we can too. And then a vest lady said, 5G wireless radiation is bad. And then a red cap lady said, say no to 5G cell towers. And then a beard guy said, night lawn rules to pack up so early, they need some flexibility. And a guy with a dog came up and said, the night lawn is inhumane, even to my dog. And we need a little peace and dignity. We are treated like garbage everywhere we go. That's sad. And then Assistant City Manager Jordan Rookland says, here's an ordinance that changes rules so that the staff can approve applications for certain things instead of going to the Parks Commission for permission, like special requests, like small food stands and tree climbing competitions and swim races at the swimming hole. That was all approved 5-1. This one did not like it. It must cost money. And then the second reading of 20 little things. The language changes from last meeting, admittedly, by City Attorney Johan Batelli. He said, this is the most boring thing ever done, and it was all approved. Was it? No. This one didn't like a couple things in there. Not certain what it was. And then the citywide strategic plan. City Manager Sabrina Cotta, she goes, we have signed an $80,000 deal with the Portland consultants who will set up a city strategic plan, and I meet with them on Thursday. And then this guy goes, oh, wait, these consultants need to check in a lot with us citizens. And he goes, oh, of course they will. And he goes, and this is separate from any budget plan, right? And she goes, oh, this is more of an aspirational plan. And then this guy goes, here he is. He goes, hey, you know what? This is a good time for every citizen to research all budget documents on the city website. Fun idea, Mr. Fun. That's a good time. And then this one says, I want this plan to be something else completely, so can it be completely different? And then this one goes, she goes, maybe we're actually saying the same thing. This guy goes, wait, what about a 20-year study deal? And this one goes, let's start with my strategic plan. Here we go, I'm bored of that. And my personal opinion is I believe that this $80,000 strategic plan will sit on a shelf next to the 2015 $35,000 strategic parking plan from a different Portland firm. Anyway, moving on. City Manager Sabrina Cotta says, hey, the look ahead has a city manager report. She says the look ahead has study sessions on it. And Christmas is coming up, so that's ahead. End of report. And then this one says, hey, every counselor, take home this list of liaison appointments and tell me what you want to be on next year. Are there any liaison reports? And this one goes, you know what? We need to figure out how to get more people on committees. And these two guys said some boring things. And then, end of meeting. You're welcome.